Gervonta Davis says if Terence Crawford felt like he was going to beat Errol Spence, then he would have took the PBC deal offered for the Errol Spence fight. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. The gang, we all back. SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. Gervonta Davis, he's definitely been a lot more outspoken recently, and he weighed in on the fallout with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford not fighting, at least this year, possibly ever. You know, we have to see what happens with that. Gervonta Davis was on the Rise podcast, and the question came up, and this is what Gervonta Davis said. Quote, if Bud felt like he was going to win the fight, he would have took this offer that they gave him. End quote. I don't care about how much he run around. Once them hands get on him, it's going to slow him down. Ain't no if he going to get touched. So that's how he kind of depicted the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight. He says he's going to get touched. It's a 12-round fight, scheduled 12 rounds. Errol will touch you. He got the skills, he has the style, he has the volume, and he has the power. And he also said something, and I'm not going to read the actual quote, but I'll paraphrase for you. And he basically said that, he said, imagine if you were going to war and one guy has a metal shield and then the other guy has a glass shield. You know, who would you trust to come out on top? And he said, okay, then. So basically what he's saying is he believes Errol Spence is more durable and Errol Spence has a better chin. And, you know, he's kind of insinuating that Terence Crawford has a glass chin and or he's more likely to crack under the pressure of Errol Spence. And we know Errol Spence is naturally bigger. Crawford's a great fighter. But, you know, truth be told, Errol Spence is naturally bigger and he is a power puncher and a volume puncher. He mixes it well, headshot, body shot. So he's saying even if Crawford were to run and try to box and move, stick and move, it's a fight, so you will get touched. And I will say when it comes to that style, even though Gervonta Davis, I know for a fact he can box as well, he has that dynamite in his gloves. He has that type of explosive power. So he knows the same thing applies for him. He has the type of style where even if a guy's moving and trying to box him and outbox him, kind of like a Mario Barrios, he said he can get to him. And, you know, similar to what Wilder said, they have to be perfect for 12 rounds. I have to be perfect for 2 seconds, you know, and that applies if you're a massive puncher like Wilder, Beterbiev, Davis, right? I also feel it looks bad for Terence Crawford because he did in the game of chicken, he opted to go a different direction, and that different direction is a far lesser fight in David Avanesyan. Again, you could have fought Jaron Boots Ennis. That would have been a great consolation prize and a great substitute, or even a Virgil Ortiz Jr. I wouldn't say Conor Benn because he's dealing with his investigation with the PED usage, but at least Jaron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz both ranked higher than David Avanesyan. So I keep repeating the same thing for the new viewers. It's not just what Crawford did, it's how he went about it. And it's the fact that not just that you're not fighting Errol Spence, you're not fighting Errol Spence and you're not fighting someone in the top 5. You're fighting someone who's ranked number 6 in the one belt that you have, the WBO. He's not ranked top 5. So that's the reality. And it's on a smaller production. They did the BLK Prime. You know, to be honest, I wasn't impressed with the press conference. They had for the BLK Prime fight, they had a backdrop, and then the stage and the amount of chairs were longer and pretty much bigger than the backdrop. And that just it looked cheesy to me. You know, how much thought was put into this? Like, I've never even seen that before for a high profile fighter. Like when Canelo, you could say whatever you want. And see, that's how I know I'm the realest in the game, because I'm telling you what people are afraid to say. I'm the Bernie Mac of boxing. I ain't scared of you, mother. You know, I'm saying what's real. And the reality is that, like, for example, it's funny when Canelo teamed up with DAZN, and that's not my favorite move. And I criticize that, just like I'm criticizing BLK Prime. So you see, it's not about individual fighters. It's about a consistent message. But anyway, Terence Crawford's event, it looked cheesy. Crawford is supposed to be, you know, number 1 pound for pound or wherever people rank him. Canelo, he got a lot of criticism for not going with PBC and Showtime. and it would have been better because, you know, he did better numbers with Caleb Plant and Showtime than he has recently. So he opted to instead fight against Triple G Part 3, which no one wanted, and Bivol, which was not as big of a blockbuster as Canelo versus Benavidez or Charlo, especially in Vegas or Texas or somewhere like that, LA even, right? And the point I'm making is no matter what Canelo fight, it could be his worst fight on DAZN that we criticize, like Avni Yildirim. The actual production value did not seem as low as Terence Crawford on BLK Prime. That's my honest opinion. But here's the kicker. I'm mentioning it and keeping it a consistent message. Some people criticize Canelo for taking less than fights. And like I'm saying, at least the production value, Eddie Hearn, if you look at his backdrops for Canelo versus Yildirim, look at the decorations and pyrotechnics and stuff. And I'm not saying it's just a presentation. Everybody made fun of Canelo for fighting Avni Yildirim Pilgrim, but the presentation was much, much better. And BLK Prime, they're saying we're a big player in the game and the future, and we're here for the fighters, and you're paying fighters $10 million out of nowhere for one fighter, stuff like that. It seems like you could have maybe been more reasonable for the type of fight that you have and spent some more money on the production, especially when you want the fight to, if you want it to do well and make a profit to the point where people actually, like, it's sustainable, right? So let me know what you guys think. Also, that's a little rant, but let me know what you guys think of Gervonta Davis. He says that Crawford should have took the PBC deal, especially if he was confident. So he's also insinuating that there's a lack of confidence in Crawford beating Errol Spence because he would have took the deal. Lastly, I will say this. It's ironic that Crawford keeps saying, I'm my own boss, I'm a businessman, and I sit at the table with bosses and this, that, and the third. From Canelo Alvarez fighting Caleb Plant to Andy Ruiz leaving Top Rank and signing with Al Heyman and getting a championship fight, to more recently Demetrius Andre was announced that he's going to be on the Tank Davis undercard, and Rashidi Ellis, who came from Golden Boy. All these fighters are seemingly getting a second crack at their career. Ray Vargas, who came from Golden Boy, etc. And they're all getting a second chance of their career. And Al Heyman and PBC and Steven Espinoza and Showtime and Fox and what they got going on is good enough for all them. But for Crawford, who has been mismanaged for the last 10 years, it's not good enough for him. So I agree with Tank Davis. If he was really believing that Errol Spence was easy work and some of the stuff his team was saying, like Errol will get knocked out easy and PBC scared, you would have taken that deal. There was a bilateral rematch clause, and it just made the most sense. But you detoured, went AWOL, and now you're fighting David Avanesyan. I mean, get real. So let me know if you agree with Boxing Ego, Tank Davis, or do you disagree? And I know some people are going to be contrarian, but explain if you disagree in the comment section so I can read it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till the next video, and I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a Super Thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super Thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super Thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy.
I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.